I'm turning away from governance to interrogate the attempts by over 4,000 Nigerian students to game the system at the 2025 UTME. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, through its Special Committee on Examination Infractions, has revealed troubling statistics that border on disbelief. Their findings show that there were 4,251 cases of finger blending, a technique used to manipulate biometric identification, and 190 cases of AI impersonation, where image morphing technology was deployed that cheats the system. Now, these are not the usual crude tricks of the past. They are advanced methods that show how deeply technology is being twisted for wrongdoing. So, artificial intelligence is now part of exam malpractice in Nigeria. It's an all-encompassing scandal. The committee also uncovered nearly 1,900 false disability claims, forged credentials, multiple NIN registrations, and outright collusion between candidates and examination syndicates. This is not the government this time. This is a highly organized, tech-driven fraud machine, one that involves parents, schools, tutorial centers, and even some CBT operators, making the ecosystem of cheating even harder to dismantle. Chair of the committee, Dr. J.K. Pele, described the work as a moral duty, a fight for the soul of meritocracy in Nigeria. And the recommendations are that adoption of AI-powered anomaly detectors, a central examination security operations center, cancellation of fraudulent results, prosecution of offenders, and the creation of Central Sanctions Registry that employers and universities can access. In addition to punishment, the panel called for prevention, digitizing correction processes, verifying disability claims more rigorously, outlawing bulk registrations, and updating the JAMB Act to recognize digital fraud. Most importantly, it asks for a cultural reset, an integrity-first campaign that embeds ethics in school curricula, holds parents accountable when they aid malpractice, and emphasizing rehabilitation instead of punishment for minors caught cheating. JAMB'S report forces us all to confront an uncomfortable truth: the credibility of Nigeria's education system and the future of our human capital. Cheating in exams isn't just about passing a paper. It frames the society we're building, whether we're building one that rewards merit or one that normalizes fraud.
This thing is a home thing. It's from the house.
I tire.
I remember Yinka saying on this table once about your dad not wanting to give you a leg up, or you're looking for admission or something like that. And he said, no, you must. That's how I was brought up.
That's proper parenting.
I mean, like, you cannot be heard that you were caught cheating. In short, I doubt if you went out the house, but I hear stories of parents even assisting in exam malpractices for their children. Of what use would that child be if they cheat through exams and come out to the real world and see that you can't cheat through life?
That's it.
And if you cheat through life, you're not going to survive that long because you will be found out. I mean, and JAMB itself is not making things easy because they are not upright. He who comes to equity is with clean hand. Is your hand clean? When you can't even post the right results, you're having mistakes up and down, you're covering up for each other. In both parties, parents should be held accountable. Students, right there, I remember our exams, if the invigilator catch you, it's over for you.
It is.
You are going to redo that class or the term, and nobody is begging for you.
That's right.
Nobody. So values have changed, morals are down the toilet, and a lot needs to be done before I'm sure it's worse now. So we just need to rejig the whole system.
I think it's the problem with Africa and Nigeria and our educational system is we're reactive. We're not proactive. You can't sit down and see the world change and expect that your system is not going to affect your system or your current structure. It's mind-boggling. The world is changing. Students are using AI to do their assignment. They don't have to read. They don't even read it when they send the prompt. They take it and then they submit it.
Well,
so now you can't expect not to have a system that can detect that. You can't. You can't wait. So this is a good advocacy. But my issue is, you should know that if things, there are new technology, there are new systems coming up, it's going to affect what already exists. You're not living outside of the system, you're within the system. And so you have to be proactive as they're designing AI that will do this. You also are designing things or looking forward to things that you can use to detect and check to be sure that, you know, you're able to verify, you know, people that are cheating. Right, so I feel like our problem is we're very proactive. We're reactive. I don't have no sympathy for them. I have absolutely no sympathy for them. It's their job. If there's a loophole, people will take advantage of it.
So I think that's what they did with this special committee, to find out what's going on.
Always special committee, always.
Why they find out what's going on? They're supposed to be ahead of time. Oh, these things are going to be happening. Let's create measures ahead of time. That's their job. That's why we have research centers. What are they for? Every single year we spend a lot of money on research. World Bank, UNDP, they're all giving money for research. What are they researching?
Committee.
Zuma.
Okay, so I'm with Bright. We need to do a whole lot more in building resilient systems and also do resilience testing. Like, you can't have a platform and say you're doing it for this and you're not going to do. You need to pay people to try and hack the system. Like, you absolutely need for you to be able to show that, okay, yes, this is good enough to be rolled out. Beyond that, they don't link how their actions shape their reality. We keep complaining year in, year out about the quality of graduates we have, the quality of employees we have. If you as a parent, you are the one sponsoring your child to go and cheat, you now come back 4 years later, you can't find anybody to employ. How will you find anybody to employ? The doctors that at the hospital, if you send your child to a special center, enable them to cheat, they are the ones that will treat you and your loved ones.
Yes, now. The doctor will carry stethoscope and put in your eye. Thinking it's an official.
So it's important for us to understand how cheating affects the overall society. Everywhere you turn, we talk about incompetence. It starts from the schools. So we all need to take a stand against cheating and not enable cheating in any form, particularly when it comes to academics.
It actually probably means that there are providers, companies or organizations who provide the service.
CBT operators.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can't do this without CBT operators, without parents, and without teachers. So there is an ecosystem, really, that is organizing this, and parents are paying for it.
Yeah, so shame.
I agree with everything you have said. You guys have said, and I don't want to I don't want to move away from that. But I do want to draw attention to also a part of our society that enables this. The overwhelming pressure we put on children to pass exams. It's something that we have to talk about, okay? Because it drives this need to the end justifies
like the means,
that kind of a thing. And it drives, you know, I'm not excusing the actions, but when you look, if you have been opportune to be educated outside of this country, you find out that exams is not all that do or die thing.
Really?
It's not so.
Absolutely.
You know, but in Nigeria, exam is do or die.
Report card.
And so Zuma talked about cultural. There's a need for the cultural reset. Sorry. Funke talked about cultural reset. And so this is also part of it. That cultural reset that we must have. We must let our children know that it's not a do or die thing. It's not the end of the world. If you fail exams, yes, that's you failed the exam. Well, we can try again. We can do it again. And that was what my dad did for me. Like I said at this table, I did JAMB 4 times. And it wasn't as if I failed. It was just the case that I didn't get the cut-off mark. You don't get there. My brother said, keep doing it.
He didn't say go for a lesser discipline.
Tell me that this excuse was always very ridiculous. He said, our law did not get into university when he was 30. I was like, what's my business with our law? this is me. This is my life. But you said that the people that you thought have gone ahead of you, that later in life you'll find out that when you compare, you guys are at the same level. And that's the truth, because the people that I thought that had gone to university, my colleagues, later in life, we're all at the same level. You know, and the same message I told my daughter when she was, you know, this rush by children to get into secondary school from age 9, age 10, and they skip primary 6. You know, my kids, they all did primary 6, and I told them, look, this one you are rushing. I don't think that 1 year you think you have lost. By the time you are done, you find out that you've not lost it. So culturally, we need to also have that conversation about how we must not pressure children into this life of if you fail in an exam, you failed for life.
I would like, as an add-on to what you said, I would like to share the story of a student. I read it maybe yesterday who killed herself because she failed an exam.
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria. I read it yesterday.
Yeah.
That the school uploaded the wrong result. She didn't even actually fail it. It's a whole mess.
Damn.
Well, you see, I asked the question, how do you measure success?
Yeah,
I mean, there are people who are painters, who are furniture makers, and they're very successful. Life does not end
People who left accounting started baking cake and they're making
and they're
videos.
making. So what is this obsession about getting a certificate by crook or by whatever means? I've certainly had a workout on today's edition. Have you? If you have, then join us again at this table, same time next week. Until then, au revoir. Bye-bye.
What's that thing you were doing? What's that?
No. So win. You need to win, though. You need to win.